Hello! Hi! And welcome back for another installment of Return to Shironagasu Island. How you doing? The last time we were together, things just continued to go. We got shot at. We ran back inside. We had a lengthy discussion with Jacob. There's just a lot of things people don't want to talk to us about. We had a weird run-in with our girl, Aurora, on the way back to our room, and Neneko got scared. So, we're not all that closer to knowing the truth than we have been in any of the previous installments, and maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll get there. Right as we ended the last episode, we went to sleep and we had a vision of that horrible looking cookie cutter shark monster human hybrid thing. So I guess we're just gonna see where we go from here. We're in chapter 3, Bloodstains. Can we see that again? I think we can. No, I don't think we can. All right, I thought we could show the thing popping up to scare us again, but we can't. Huh? What was that? Was I dreaming? It's no longer light. The pale morning light shines into the room through the windows. The demon of Shironagasu Island. I think this island is messing with my mind.
Ohayo.
How you doing, kiddo? Feeling better? What is it, Neneko? You already awake?
池田が変な話をするからあんまり寝つけなかった。
To be fair, we did insist on talking about a bunch of things we probably shouldn't have before going to sleep. You know, we probably should have just let her, tuck in for the night.
一応言っておくが、漏らしたから早起きしたとかじゃないからな。
All right, it's good information to have. Gonna tuck that in my notebook, my detective notebook. I wasn't thinking that at all, but now that you mention it, why do I have a nagging feeling that you actually did wet yourself?
一つ聞いていいか？で、電気を消した後、なんか妙なのを見たりしなかったか？
Yes, I did, but he's gonna be an idiot and not tell her. Anything strange? No, I didn't see anything strange. I did see that monster in my dream, though.
そうか。ならいい。
Anyway, I'm glad that we're both still in one piece and get to see another day. How about we go to the dining hall and when we're ready?
またどっかで死人とか出てないといいけどな。
Neneko, I got a bad feeling that this is just the start of things. Don't say such morbid things.
そうだ。池田が死んでも逃げ込めるように、この部屋の鍵は僕が預かっておくからな。
Good move. You really are trying to wind me up, aren't you? Fine, whatever. I give Neneko my key and we leave the room. This is gonna go bad for us. We're gonna get trapped outside somewhere and we're gonna need to get back in our room and it's gonna be locked. And we're not gonna have our key. Huh? Something's going on in the hallway that leads to the dining hall. Good news, everyone! Ding dong bing bong! A body has been discovered! I see Akira and Giselle real as well. Do you think someone else was killed? Doesn't look like that. How you doing? Ah, hi Akira. Did something happen? A prank? Oh, good. This is like the first Twilight. Man, I don't know why I keep comparing things to Umineko when Umineko is bad. Stop it. Oh my god. You know, I don't know that. I got a bad feeling we may actually find somebody. See, I caught this last episode. I can right click and make the window go away. I don't know that It's got 4 fingers. Okay. I see. A rather provocative prank, isn't it? Some red stuff that appears to be blood has smeared into the painting in the walls. I can see handprints on the wall, but 4-fingered handprints? That's strange.
どう探偵さん。何かわかった？
I dip my fingers into the blood and smell it. Judging from the smell, it appears to be real blood. It could be the blood of a bird or a pig.
この絶海の孤島でわざわざこんな嫌がらせをするためだけに豚の血を持ってきたっていうの？
Oh, that's absolutely what's happened. It's just a prank, bro. It's nothing real. That brat. She showed her true colors as soon as she found out I was a detective. You have a point. I don't think any birds are bred for food in this mansion either. We can't discard the possibility that it is a wild bird blood, but judging from the amount of blood, it could very well be human blood.
人間の血っていうとまさか昨日の
Thomas's body is kept in an outside warehouse, so it would be possible to access it. However, it would take a lot of time to extract blood from a burnt corpse. From a medical perspective, what do you think, Real?
そうね。確かに死体からは血圧が消失するから、通常の採血法だと十分に血を抜き出せないと思うわ。長い注射針で直接寝室内の血液を抜き出せれば、なんとかなるかもしれないけど。
I see. However, would anyone take such a risk only for such a bad prank? They would be immediately spotted, and this must have needed too much effort. A special tool would be required to extract blood.
専門の道具ね。
Akira looks at Rio
待っ
suspiciously.
て。もしかして私を疑っているの？私はこんな悪趣味なことなんてし
Leave
ない
my
わよ。
hot girlfriend alone!
でもその専門の道具とやらを持ってそうなのはあなたしかいないようですし
Wait, you got a special
疑い
tool?
が向けられるのも当然じゃなくて
Come on, calm down. Now is not the time to quarrel.
まあいいわそれでこの血どうするつもりまさかこのままほったらかしってわけじゃないでしょうね
Still has fingerprints and handprints on it. Unfortunately, the crime scene will have to be left untouched until the police arrive.
最悪だわ
I know, I hate police too. It's gross.
私は汚いものを見ると綺麗にしないと気が済まないたちなのに
I'm sorry, but it is what it is. But it's strange. Why did the culprit leave something behind that could be used as a clue? Also, this handprint. Does it really belong to whoever did this? What do you think, Neneko?
だから急に話を振るな人前で僕が喋れるわけないだろ
You're doing fine!
僕はこの絵を見てたら気分が悪くなったんで先に食事会場の方に逃げるなんかクラクラしてきた
Neneko slips into the hall with an unsteady gait. Oh, yes. I want to ask everyone about this. This painting apparently is a depiction of the demon of Shironagasu Island. Do you know anything about that?
悪魔ああ道理でこの絵はこんなに趣味が悪いのね悪魔ね記憶にはないわね
残念ながら私も存じません。
Giselle, who apparently was standing by right behind me, suddenly
確
speaks.
かこの島に現れる怪物って話をどこかで耳にしたことがあるけど、むしろ私の方が知りたいくらいね。
I see. All right. Thanks. Oh, yes. Akira, Giselle, I'd like to ask you about yesterday's incident. Could I have some of your time after we eat?
尋問ってわけねどうぞご勝手に私にはやましいことなんて一つもないし
We'll see about that.
でもやるのなら手短にしてちょうだい
I'll try to keep it as brief as possible. See you after the meal. I enter the dining hall ahead of Akira and the others, and I don't see Neneko anywhere. I then notice Neneko standing by the bookshelf in the corner. Hey, what are you doing over here?
池田、
Something changed.
僕はこの本棚の本が
Good
一冊増
eye!
えていることに
Alright!
気づいて、絵本みたいなんだけど、その本が奇妙というか気持ち悪いというか。
Someone added a book to it. Neneko hands me the book. It's a very thin picture book with only a few pages. If it hadn't been for Neneko, I would never have noticed this book. The Devil and the Children. The devil screams, blood or flesh, gulp down the blood, spread out the internal organs, satisfying many desires. Hang the corpses. Hang the corpses of the children, dedicate the corpses to the devil, corpses to create new corpses, and even more corpses. The awakened devil burns a man to death in hellfire. The tragedy has begun. Now kill the adults. Driven insane, burn them to death, chop them up, gouge their eyes out, and pull out their hearts. Okay, so this is probably going to tell us the order in which tragedy is going to befall many of the people who are currently on this island. The devil desires death. The more struggling, the better. The children summoned the devil. It won't stop until I've killed everyone. I shall kill and die. I only desire death. Death, horrendous death, eternal death. Yes, the nameless children have returned. These appear to be a child's drawings, but the picture book is frightening. Burn a man to death in hellfire. There are some parallels with our current situation. It reads as if it's a confession of the killer. Does it now? They likely did not expect it to be found at this point in time. We only happened to discover it because of your abilities. No, I think that whoever set this up knew that Neneko would end up showing up, and they knew that she would be the one to notice. I also believe Neneko is a very important part of what's going on right now, if not just being a tool to guide us toward the truth. She's like, there's some reason that she is involved, like, on a deeper level that we don't know about yet, because we still really don't know about her past, and we really don't know much about Sen either, and I'm feeling they've got to be tied to this somehow.
想定していなかったって。じゃあ本来はいつこれが見つけられる予定だったんだ。
After this is all over, I think it's meant to be found by people who will come to clean up this mansion after we've all been killed.
皆殺し？その後に見つけられるって何のために？
To let everyone know the meaning behind our murders. This is meant to show that they weren't accidents or recreational murders. The nameless children have returned. This phrase might mean something. I see Akira and Giselle coming toward us, so I quickly put the book back on the shelf.
あら、こんなところで何をしているの？
Just reading books. Book. You know me, I'm the glob glow gab glab. I love books more than Jesus. I'm just looking for a good book to pass the time with.
時間を潰す？あなたにはそんな暇ないと思うけど、探偵さん。
She's really laying it in. What an annoying brat. Really, why is she always so stuck up? Whatever. Anyway, we sit down at the table and have breakfast. After the meal, I go into the hallway and call Giselle. Giselle, as I mentioned earlier, I'd like to ask you a couple of things.
もちろん構いません。話はどこで行いますか？
Not in the hall or the corridor, somewhere away from prying eyes. I don't want to have Akira eavesdropping on Giselle's testimony and talking back. In that case, the communication room will do. It is soundproof, so our talk will remain confidential. Guests don't usually go there, and it's likely not
了
bugged.
解いたしました。ではそちらで。
We're gonna be alone in confined spaces with a hot girl. Let's go. I don't know why I made that a song, but you can call it the confined in a confined space with a hot girl song, and you can use it whenever you feel like it. Akira, please wait outside.
はいはい。
Hey, Neneko, could you come in here? You can be my human tape recorder.
僕はボイスレコーダーではないのだが、まあいい。わかった。
Let's start then. This shouldn't take up too much of your time. I'd like to ask you about Shironagasu Island. Any trivial rumor you may have heard is fine, so please tell me if you know
残
anything.
念ながら私の記憶の中には白長ス島に関する情報はほとんどございません。一流の施設と特定の層の方のみが訪れることのできる島という
Facilities!
程度の認識しかございません。
Facilities is a word that I've used a good bit of a good number of times because I think there's some things going on here. No, wait a minute. Akira appears to know some things, which means you should have heard some dark stories about the island from her as well, am I right? Giselle remains silent. She obviously knows some things, but she's not
正
talking.
直に申し上げますと、お嬢様からいくつか島に関する話を聞いたことがあります。私にも守秘義務というものがございます。
That is an important investigation. This is an important investigation into a murder case, isn't it? But you still won't tell me?
内容をお知りになりたいのなら、直接お嬢様の口からお聞きになった方がよろしいかと思います。もっとも、お嬢様がお話になるかどうかは分かりかねますが。
Giselle is a hard nut to crack. I don't think we can convince her to tell us about the island's secrets. I'm gonna press on it. Is there anything that does not fall under the duty of confidentiality? No response. I should ask her something else. First of all, could you tell me about what you did before and after Thomas burned to death? Please explain in detail without omitting anything.
はい。私は昼食が始まる12時前に、お嬢様と一緒に食事会場の方へと参りました。それまでの間に、特に変わったことはなかったと記憶しています。
After you arrived at the dining hall, as I'm asking the question, Neneko pokes my arm.
あのことを聞かないと。ジゼルは何かを取りに戻ってたとかで、アキラより遅れて会場に入ったんだから。
Oh, yeah, it was a good idea to bring her. Neneko whispers this to me and I remember it. Right, I almost forgot about that. Keep up the good work, tape recorder. As I can feel daggers shooting out of Neneko's eyes, I ask Giselle again. As I recall, you arrived at the hall later than Akira because you went back to get something, didn't you? What did you go back for?
ああ、申し訳ございません。そのことを伝えそびれていました。お嬢様と共に会場にたどり着く直前、私は会場で何か重要な話があるかもしれないと考え直し、手帳を取りに戻ったのです。お嬢様はそのまま先に会場へと入られたので、私の方が10分程度遅れて到着することになりました。
A notebook, huh? So, everyone arrived in the hall in the following order. Thomas, Neneko and I, Akira, Giselle. Please think carefully. When you went back to the hall with your notepad, did you notice anything strange about the corridor or the bridge?
そうですね。いえ、今思い返してみても、特に通路や橋には異変はなかったように思います。
Were those iron doors open or were they closed?
はじめお嬢様と一緒に通った時は開いていたように記憶しています。部屋から戻った際にも、両側とも鉄の扉は開いていました。
Okay. See, the doors were still open when you returned. When we went to the dining hall for lunch, they were closed, although Abby was supposed to have kept them open and locked into place after that. In other words, if your testimony is correct, someone closed the doors after you went to the hall. There must have been a reason for closing the iron doors. Was whoever closed them also Thomas's killer? After you went through the corridor, did you immediately go to the dining hall?
そのまま会場に参りました。その後は中座することもなく、最後まで会場にいたと記憶しています。
I glance at Neneko. She hesitantly nods to me. It appears that Giselle's testimony is true. Thank you. Everything is clear. Could you tell me what happened when you discovered Thomas's body?
先に会場を後にした私たちは、そのまま連絡通路を抜け、橋までたどり着きました。その時点では、館側、客室棟側の扉は閉まっていたと記憶しています。
So when you opened the door on the side of the guest room building, who discovered Thomas first?
先に異変を感じ、ハリントン様を発見したのはお嬢様です。私は扉のハンドルを回すことに集中していたため、通路内の異変に気づくのが遅れてしまいました。
Could you tell me how Akira reacted at the time?
はい。お嬢様ははじめ、通路から溢れてきた悪臭と黒煙から火災が起きているのかと思われたようでしたが、その直後、通路内に倒れているハリントン様の姿を見つけて、ひどく取り乱された様子でした。その時になって通路内の異変に気づいた私は、すぐに状況を理解し、お嬢様を抱えて扉の入り口から遠ざけました。
It lines up.
お嬢様は顔が青ざめ、今にもそっとしてしまいそうな様子でしたので。
I remember Akira being very upset at the time. Even a strong-willed girl wouldn't be able to bear such a sight. Weren't you upset seeing such a murder scene?
お嬢様を助けることに集中していましたので、そこまでの動揺はなかったように思います。
I think she's probably like a bodyguard or something. And she's probably, maybe she's never killed anybody, but I bet she's not averse to violence.
それに、お嬢様を助ける立場上、いかなる状況でも冷静に対処することが求められていますので。
I see. Thank you. That was very helpful. It is different from Akira's recollection of events, but Giselle also has a very cool-headed character. Giselle appears to be able to remain cool in all circumstances. I can say she is an iron lady. I wouldn't say that to her face, though. That'd be a weird thing to say to a lady. In any case, I'm beginning to understand the situation a little bit better. So about that original question. I think I've heard enough about the murder. I would like to know about her background. This is only for reference. You're in service of the Edgeworth family, right? Am I correct?
ええ、間違いございません。正確には、私はアキラ・エッジワース様好きの使用人にあたります。
Tell me how you entered into the service of the Edgeworth family.
はい。お嬢様はご気性が激しい方ですので、専属の使用人が長続きしなかったようです。
Yeah, I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
私はもともとエッジワースのお屋敷で雑務を行う使用人でしたが、幸いにもお嬢様に気に入られ、専属の使用人として雇っていただけることになりました。
I see. It certainly must be difficult to be able to withstand Zakira's temper for very long. It is unusual to see her get on so well with her, but if I consider Giselle's indifferent attitude, the two of them might have compatible personalities. One more question. My apologies if I'm prying too much, but your skin color is quite exotic. What is your ancestry?
どうぞお気遣いなく。
No, it's definitely a weird. No, it's definitely a weird question to ask somebody.
私の出身地はイギリスですが、祖母がインド人であったため、4分の1ほどインドの血が流れています。肌が褐色なのはそのためです。
India. I learned that India was colonized by the United Kingdom and is also a part of the Commonwealth. All right, I think I've asked what I wanted to hear. There's one thing I'd like to try, though. Thank you very much. You've been a great help. That's all I wanted to ask. You can leave now. I wind up the conversation and tell Giselle to leave when out of the blue I say, "Oh, and one more thing. Oh, I almost forgot. You know, somebody told me they saw you release the locking mechanisms on one of the iron doors."
私が扉のロックを？それは何かの見間違いでしょう。私は扉に触れてもいません。
I tried to make up a false testimony to see if she would become flustered, but judging from her reaction, Giselle's testimony certainly appears to be credible. Oh, don't worry about it. The person who told me wasn't quite sure about it. I probably misremembered it. Thank you for your cooperation. Hey, how you doing out here? You're sweating.
あら、意外と早かったのね。
Are you acting guilty for some reason?
ジゼル、中ではどんな話をしていたの？教えてちょう
No,
だい。
can't do that. That girl, she was trying to eavesdrop on us after all. I guess I made the right decision to use the soundproof communications room. Akira, I want to hear your own version of events. No talking to Giselle before that. Come on in. I want to get started right away.
ケチくさいのね。なんだか嫌な感じだわ。
Ma'am, I kind of figured that out already. It's not a surprise. I'm not gonna tick that off in the lost box because I'm not gonna be crying peanut butter in my sleep over it tonight.
ではお嬢様、私は外で待っていますので、何かありましたらお声掛けください。
ええ、襲われそうになったら大きな叫び声を上げるわ。
Don't flatter yourself, young lady. Hurry up and come inside. You aren't even halfway to the level of real. Get out of here.
じゃあ悪いけど、私は椅子に座らせてもらうから、いいわね。
Of course.
なんかこの椅子、妙にグラグラしてるわね。
Well, that's good. That means we'll be able to see if you've got any nervous tics, like, you know, like moving your foot or bouncing your leg or anything. Those are signs. Those are signs. And definitely not just weird things people do when they're just nervous in the face of authority. I don't know. I think some kind of interrogation techniques might just be based on the wrong kind of mentality.
まあいいわ。始めて。
Can you tell me about Shironagasu Island?
白長ス島に関して？さあ、別に変わったことなんて一つも知らないけど。
You're lying. You gave me some advice on the ship that I shouldn't go snooping around too much if I valued my life. Akira, you know something about this island, don't you?
それは何かの聞き間違いでしょ？たとえ何かを知っていたとしても、あなたのような人に教えると思って。
One person has been killed, and the killer is still out there. There very well may be other victims. Are you all right with that?
この島に来るような人間はみんなクズばかりなんだから死ねばいいのよ。
See, I don't doubt that either. I have a feeling that everybody in this story is probably a mega piece of shit.
むしろ死んでくれた方がせいせいするくらいだわ。
Try not to incriminate yourself, though. You can be happy if everyone else is murdered, but what if you or Giselle are killed?
これは一応あなたのためでもあるのよ。部外者がこの島の秘密を知ればただでは済まないでしょうから。しかも悪徳探偵となればなおさらね、殺されるわよ。あなた。いえ、あなただけじゃなく、そこのお嬢さんもね。
I've already come too far to turn back now, and not pursuing the killer would go against my nature. I just can't run away.
本当にバカね。それでも私は喋るつもりはないから。
God, she's so stubborn. I wonder if I can find her Achilles heel and make her talk. The servants probably think you told me everything about the island during the interrogation. It doesn't matter if you speak or remain silent. You're still in danger. Staying silent is even more dangerous because then the killer will still be out there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
あんな汚らわしいこと、私の口からはとても言いたくはないわ。
どんなに脅されようが私は喋らない。残念ね。
I thought Akira would be easy to talk to, but she is proving to be quite a challenge. I don't know how you thought she would be easy to talk to at all, given that she has been absolutely stubborn this whole time. What should I do? It appears some countermeasures will be necessary. I'd like to talk about what you did before and after Thomas's
ジゼル
murder.
から大体の話は聞いたんでしょ。ジゼルの言っていた話が全てよ。以上、終わり。
It doesn't work like that. You have to give proper testimony. You left the guest room building together. Apparently, she left you for a short period of time. I want you to tell me about what happened during that time.
ずいぶんと偉そうなのね。まあいいわ。私たちは部屋の前で待ち合わせて、その後一緒に会場へと向かったけど、会場に入る直前でジゼルが忘れ物をしたって言い出したのよ。それで私は先に一人で会場に入った。それだけ。
The iron doors, were they both closed?
いえ、普通に開いていたわよ。回廊に風が流れ込んでひどく寒かったのを覚えてるし、どうにかしてロックがかけられていたんじゃない？
I see. So they were open. Do you remember what Giselle had forgotten?
さあ、ああ、そういえば手帳を忘れたとか言ってたわね。レイモンド卿から大事な話があるだろうから、そのメモを取るために手帳が必要だとかで。
Did you notice anything else unusual on the bridge or in the corridor? No matter how small.
別に特に何も。ああ、そういえば橋の上は雨で結構濡れてたみたいね。ちょっと滑りそうになったわ。もう少し水はけをどうにかすればいいのにね。
Yeah, it was so wet that my trousers got soaked.
風は吹きさらしだし寒いし、ほんと最悪な場所ね。夏でこれなら冬なんて一体どうしてるのかしら。
Winter, huh? Yeah, it'll probably be even worse. Could you tell me about the moment you found Thomas?
ほんと嫌なことを思い出させるわね。真っ先に会場を出た私たちは鉄の扉を開けて橋の上にまで移動したんだけど、その時には何もおかしなことは感じなかったわ。でもジゼルが客室棟の扉を開けた時、そこから黒煙と悪臭が溢れ出してきたのよ。初めは火事か何かかと思ったけど、よく目を凝らしたらそこに死体があることが分かったってわけ。本当に最悪な気分だわ。よりにもよってあんなものを見てしまうなんてね。
Yeah, it's okay, Neneko. Neneko is making vomiting sounds behind my back. This is probably not easy for someone with a photographic memory like her, as if she actually sees the corpse
そ
again.
の後、扉の前で呆然としていた私をジゼルが引き離して介抱してくれたわ。そしてあなたたちが現れた。まあそんなところかしら。別におかしな点はないでしょ。
It indeed meshes with Giselle's testimony. There don't appear to be any discrepancies. Oh yes, did you leave your seat during lunch?
いいえ、私は一度も席を外してないわ。
When Akira says that, Neneko pokes me in the back. Yeah.
嘘ついてる。アキラは食事が始まってから18分後に席を立ってる。
Yeah, I had a feeling there. Did she now? So you're saying that she's trying to hide
あな
something?
たたち、何をこそこそ喋ってるの？
She says that you left your seat for a short time. You left the dining hall once, didn't you?
いいえ、会場からは出てないわ。
絶対に嘘ついてる。アキラが帰ってきた時、ベストのポケットからハンカチがはみ出てたから、多分トイレに行ってるはず。しかも席を立った時間は7分。
That is a decent chunk of time. which means that she probably did a number 2. Good job, Neneko. Good job. That's a little bit too much information, Neneko. Thanks for that. Listen, Akira, if you don't tell me the whole truth, I'll only begin to question anything else you say. Tell me the truth. You left the dining hall, didn't you? More specifically, you went to the bathroom.
何をぶつくさ喋ってるかと思えば、だから言ってないって言ってるでしょ。その子の記憶違いよ。
Unfortunately, that's impossible. Hey, going to the bathroom is nothing to be ashamed about. It doesn't matter if it's number 1 or number 2. I think I just stepped into a slippery slope. I think I just stepped into a number 2. Sure enough, Akira's face turns red and she scowls. Actually, she's glaring at Neneko.
ネネコ、あなた、あることないこと言って、私を貶めようとしているの？そんな嫌がらせをしてどういうつもり？あなた、そんなにバカみたいに長い髪で顔を隠したりして、少しはちゃんと顔を出したらどう？自分の顔にそんなに自信がないの？ねえ、なんとか言いなさいよ。言いたいことがあるのなら、私の目を見て、はっきりと言いなさい。
Neneko trembles and hides behind my back as
ま
usual.
た、そうやって逃げるのね。もしかくまってくれる人がいなくなったらどうするつもりなのかしら。
I apologize. Please don't be so angry. Neneko didn't mean anything bad either, I think.
あらぬ疑いをかけられるのは本意じゃないから、本当のことを言うけど、お化粧直しに行ったのよ。化粧なんてしてないだろ。このくせに。
I nudge persistent Neneko with my elbow in her stomach as she tries to mutter something. Neneko whimpers and I face Akira. All right, it certainly is important to fix your makeup. So, did you notice anything strange in the hallway?
特に何もおかしなことはなかったように思うけど、外では誰も見かけていないわ。
She hasn't given me anything to go on. And while she appears not to be good at telling lies, her testimony is consistent with Giselle's.
当時の状況については、それ以上の話はないわよ。
No, it's fine. Your testimony was helpful. Thank you. Then let's change the subject. Do you think that someone from the mansion killed Thomas? Or was it someone else?
屋敷側の人間でしょ。大方、何かまずい状況にでもなって、口封じをされたんだと思うわ。レイモンド卿のレコードでも、裏切り者がどうとかって話があったし。多分彼が、その裏切り者だったってことなんでしょ。
I'd like to know more about this betrayal. I know that you'll refuse to tell me anything, though. I'll stop asking about the island for now. Could you tell me about your background and how you ended up here? Would that be all right?
まあ、それくらいならね。
Akira snorts and starts to talk.
私はアキラ・エッジワース。スコットランド系イギリス貴族、エッジワース家の長女。エッジワース家は代々続く貴族だけど、生き残りのためにありとあらゆる手段に手を染めたから、それだけに敵も多い。言ってみれば、嫌われ者の貴族といったところかしら。
You once told me that you were coming to this island instead of your father, right? Could you tell me about him?
あの男のことを口にするのも汚らわしいけど、まあいいわ。私の父、ジョージ・エッジワースは最低最悪の男。権力にしがみつき、すべての人間を敵に回して、そしていつも孤独だったわ。大病を患って、もうじき死にそうみたいだけど、まあ本来、招待状はその父に送られたものだったけど、
Oh!
私がそれを横取りして、この島に来たってわけ。
That?
ただそれだけよ。
Okay. You appear to hate your father a lot, don't you? Don't be so spiteful towards him. He's still your father, you know. Again, I always hate it when it comes back to like family stuff in these games where it's just like, no, you have to love them because they're your father. It's like, nah, I'm all right. Sometimes it's okay to just, cut those strings and not feel a twinge of guilt.
何も知らないくせに知ったような口を聞かないで。あの男と血がつながっているなんて考えるだけで寒気がするわ。あの男はそれだけ恨まれることをしてきたのよ。
Sheesh. Well, there has to be a reason she hates her father that much. So why did you want to come to this island? A solitary island in the ocean. There must be a reason why you wanted to come to a place like this. From what I understand, your father didn't ask you to be his representative. Why did you come to this
そ
island?
れは少し確かめたいことがあって。
Akira stops talking. It appears that the reason she came here is related to the secret of the island. Akira, I promise I won't tell anyone about this. It sounds as if it would help with the
で
investigation.
もいえ、それでも私は。
As Akira is stammering, I hear the door open. Oh! I assume that Giselle opened the door, but something is wrong because the door remains open for a moment and then it closes again. Oh, jeez. What's going on now? Somebody throw in a grenade? I can hear the sound of locks now. Oh, jeez. Yep. Somebody just locked us in here with a poison grenade or some shit. Somebody wants her very quiet. What? Oh no! Be quiet. Don't make any noise. Slowly climb onto the desk. Someone opened the door and tossed it into the room. But shouldn't Giselle be outside? Did someone else throw a snake into the room? Anyway, I need to focus on dealing with the snake. I don't know if it's poisonous or not. I'm not an expert on snakes. I should ask Neneko. Hey, Neneko, is this snake venomous or is it harmless? What do you... Nobody's gonna open a door, lock it, and throw in a harmless snake. That's what I was gonna say too. Neneko seems to have lost it. She's doing her best to climb onto the desk. I don't think she'll be able to answer me right now. At any rate, this snake is huge. It looked like it. I know it's probably supposed to be huge, but it looked like an eeny-weeny tiny little worm boy. At any rate, the snake is huge. It also looks angered, probably because it was thrown in here. It's already ready to attack us at any time.
私ヘビはダメなの。というより爬虫類全般が無理。
Man, what if Giselle just did this? What if she's here to somebody very clearly wants Akira silenced? Akira speaks timidly as she crouches onto the wobbly chair. Hey, be quiet. Keep your voice down. You'll provoke the snake otherwise. It doesn't matter if she's afraid of snakes or not. We need to know if this one is venomous or not. I could try to squash it by jumping on it, but that would be taking a huge risk. From where I am, I can reach the door. Ah. Damn, the door's locked. It appears that whoever threw the snake in here locked the door as well. I know that because I said that in my own narration when the snake got thrown in. I literally just forgot in the 23 seconds in game. Somehow, though. This lock is the same kind of lock as the one in my room. It doesn't open from the inside without a key. Looks like we won't be able to get out of here for now. Well, did any of the guests bring you this snake? Considering that such a creature can't survive in the wild on this island, this has to be a warning from the mansion staff, or an attempt to obstruct my interrogations?
ヘビがこっちに向かってきたわ。この椅子グラグラして倒れちゃいそう。
Oh geez. Oh no. I need to make good decisions that don't get cute little girls killed. Let's go! Yeah. Akira, climb onto the desk slowly and carefully.
ゆっくり慎重に。
Akira almost loses her balance because of the wobbly chair, but somehow she manages to get onto the desk.
危なかったわ。死ぬかと思った。
We all managed to get onto the desk, and I think the snake will be able to get up here as well. I have to think of something quickly. Akira crawls over the communications equipment towards Neneko. They're hugging each other, probably out of fear. Neneko seems to have finally regained her sanity. Hey, Neneko, did you know what kind of snake this is?
Heavy.
Got it. Got it. Nope, she's still out of it. Yes, I know that it's a snake, Neneko. I just want to know, is it poisonous or not?
このヘビは学名デンドロアスピスポリュレピス動物学者のアルベルト・ギュンターによって主にアフリカ大陸南東部に生息。
ねねこ、あんたおちょくってんの？そんなくす豆知識いらないわよ。このヘビが毒持ってるかどうかを聞いてるの。僕も怖くて気絶しそうなんだ。そんなに怒鳴らないで。
What if we just like start taking the like? Can we like take this communications equipment and just start trying to like smash the goddamn thing? I feel like that might be a good tactic. I mean, if it's big enough, and the communication equipment is big enough, you'd probably smash that thing. You could probably put a hurting on it. Neneko, I need you to take a deep breath and calm down. We're running out of time. Is it venomous or not?
このヘビはブラックマンバ。
Oh, that some bitch is super venomous.
世界で一番恐ろしい毒ヘビ。未治療の場合、致死率ほぼ 100%。
See, now that's useful information. A black mamba, huh? Actually, I've been bitten by a snake that looked like this one before in Africa. But the one that bit me had blue skin.
ブラックマンバには褐色のと青っぽいのがいる。これは褐色の方。ていうか、噛まれたことあるのか？
This guy's kind of a boss if he's been bitten by a black mamba and survived. Yeah, luckily I was treated back then. However, being stuck in a closed room in an isolated island is such a deadly snake. This is a pretty snaky situation.
親父ギャグかましてる場合か。
Yeah, I'd say that this is definitely not the time to be making a joke.
あんたたち何わけのわからないこと言ってんの？どうするのよ。こいつに弱点とかないの？
血清があれば助かる。この島にあればの話だけど。弱点は知らないけど、ブラックマンバは足がすごく速くて木登りが得意。
Oh, good! Oh, good!
登ってきた。
Oh, no, you don't! I take off my suit and use it to push the snake down. I managed to make the snake fall onto the floor, but it looks like it also made it angrier. It looks like it's ready for a fight. It appears to be deciding who to attack first.
お嬢様、今の悲鳴は何ですか？
ジゼル、どこ行ってたのよ。
Giselle, we got a bit of a problem
that
I think you may have created.
すいません。ヴィンセントさんに呼ばれたために少しの間この場を離れてしまいました。
You left your post for a moment because Vincent called for you.
何か中で問題が起きているんですか？
Yeah, a big problem. Someone threw a venomous snake into the room. We're trying to get it out of here, but the door's locked. The snake is right next to the door, so we can't try to break it open. Giselle, can you somehow open the door?
鍵か。それならヴィンセントさんに。
You'd better watch your back around him. The mansion staff may have thrown the snake in here. Vincent may have lured you away from here.
わかりました。それでは私が斧か何かを探して扉を破ってみます。
Giselle, you're our only hope.
そんな時間までもうつかな。
何泣き言吐いてんのよ。下手なことをしなければ大丈夫よ。きっと。
Whoa! It looks like the snake has its sights set on the girls. It is relentlessly trying to climb onto the desk. I managed to knock it back down each time, but if my timing were to be off just by a little, the snake might be able to reach them. Damn, I feel bad for the snake, but I have to find a way to kill it.
悪くないから全然悪くないから
Yeah, this is not the time to be feeling
殺
bad.
さなきゃ私たちが死んじゃうでしょバカ
Alright, I get it. I need something to kill the damn snake with. Something with a sharp knife or like a long stick would work.
そんなもの見当たらないけどそこにある椅子とかじゃダメなの
It's too far away from me, and using a chair to hit a snake sounds pretty risky. I have an idea. Neneko, could you check the drawers of the desk you're on? Perhaps there's something sharp, like a knife in them?
この状況で足元の引き出しを探れっていうのか。確実にバランス崩して倒れる。無理。
あもう仕方ないわね
Akira lowers herself, reaches down with her hand, and searches the drawers. Oh no! The snake strikes, and Akira quickly pulls her hand back.
私が死ぬ思いをして取ってあげたんだから
Alright, we got something! A utility knife, huh? Just barely more effective than using my fists. Still better than nothing, I guess. I'll try to put it to good use. Fortunately, it looks sharp enough. I'm afraid that the blade will break. Fortunately, it looks sharp enough. I'm afraid that the blade will break, but if I handle it well, I may be able to slice through the snake with it. I hold the utility knife in a way that it won't break easily. I'll have to time this carefully. I'll taunt the snake with my suit coat. The moment it bites the suit coat, I'll attack it with the knife.
池田、やるなら早くしてくれ。あ、足がガクガクでもう倒れそうなんだ。
ちょっと何こう揺らさないで落ちちゃうでしょ
Oh no! Neneko and Akira are shaking so much that they're about to lose their balance. The snake sees what's happening and quickly moves towards Akira. It opens its mouth, bends its body, and leaps into the air. Yeah! I swing the utility knife against the snake in midair. Oh shit! Got it! The knife slices through the snake, its blood splattering all over the room.
やったわ完全に
What a boss! What a Chad!
本当一時はどうなるかと思ったけどなんとか助かったよね
See, she's a big fan of Jeesh as well. She's warming up to us.
やれやれだわ
What? Huh? As Akira gets off the desk, the snake lunges at her, even though it's cut in half. I try to grab it, but I'm too... Oh, no. The snake's fangs sink into Akira's ankle.
噛まれた
What? Is this like one of those, this thing can, like, live with only its brain?
噛まれたわ
No! I grab the snake's head that's still clinging to Akira's ankle and pull it off of her. I throw it into the corner and it slowly stops moving.
噛まれたわ噛まれちゃったわ
Oh, this is bad!
頭だけで動くなんて聞いてないわよ
Akira, calm down. Try not to move. Sit on the chair. Hold still. Keep your foot lower than your
こ
heart.
の蛇に噛まれたら死んじゃうんでしょ
Yeah, I gotta admit, this is a pretty bad situation, and we've still got a locked door.
そんなことしたって何の意味もないじゃないもうダメよ私死ぬんだわ
Oh! Akira screams and drops onto the floor. Oh, boy. Hey, I told you not to lie
死
down.
ぬんだから
No, 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 no,
私
no.
の好きにさせてよ
Don't be stupid and just give up like that. I'll find a way to save you. If there's such a venomous snake in this mansion, there has to be an antidote somewhere.
そんなものどこにあるっていうのあったとしても見つけられるわけ
Yeah,
な
the
いでし
door
ょ
is kind of locked. Akira releases her gaze and begins to mutter to herself. I move Akira to the upright position. Neneko, is there anything else we can do with a venomous snake bites someone?
締め付ける恐れがあるものを取り外す。指輪とか時計とか靴とか腫れて取れなくなっちゃうから。
You're right. I totally forgot about that. Take off Akira's shoe and tear her stockings to cover the bite mark. There's definitely a snake bite on her ankle. Damn, what a mess. Hey, that's good timing. We hear Giselle's voice coming from the other side. As soon as Giselle breaks the door open, she and Riel run into the room.
ジゼル、いいところに来たわね。私の墓に刻む文章を考えてくれないかしら。最後の最後でドジを踏んだ間抜け、ここに眠るとかね。
Akira still manages to joke around. Giselle appears to have understood the gravity of the situation and gives me a quick glance. Giselle, I'm grasping at straws here, but could you find someone in the mansion and ask them if they know of an antidote? This might this might be dangerous, but could you do it?
わかりました。元はといえば、私が扉の前を離れたことが原
And
因
we've
です。
got to have some questions about that.
屋敷の人間から必ず結成のありかを聞き出してきます。お嬢様、お気を確かに。きっと大丈夫です。
Giselle quickly leaves
さ
the
っき
room.
大体の話はジゼルさんから聞いたんだけど、本当にその毒蛇に噛まれたの？
I'm glad you're here, Riel. Can I ask you to help me now? I tell her
そ
what
れはか
happened.
なり危険な状態ね。どうにかして血清を手に入れないと。ブラックマンバは確か神経系の毒だったわね。
ブラックマンバの毒素は主にデンドロトキシン、ファシキリンで、デンドロトキシンはカリウムチャンネル、ファシキリンはアセチルコリンエステラーゼの働きを阻害してダブルで筋収縮が起こってやばい。
Whatever she
ね
said.
ねこちゃん、ずいぶんと詳しいのね。私よりも詳しいんじゃない？
Riel, how much time do you think we
ブラッ
have?
クマンバだと相当に強烈な神経毒だから、注入された毒の量にもよるけど、すでに噛まれてから数分経ってるし、血清の注射の準備と作用時間を考慮に入れると、おそらくタイムリミットは10分。
10 minutes. And we're looking for an antidote we don't exactly know really exists. To be honest, it sounds impossible. Oh, what? Wait a
これ
minute.
は大前提と
Oh
して知
god,
って
we've
もら
got
い
a
たい
time
のだけ
limit.
ど、
We've got a time limit.
私は
That's
結構
ticking
耳がいい
down.
の。
Oh god.
そういう絶望的な話はなるべく聞こ
Oh,
え
we
ないよう
can't
に
save either.
ごめんなさい。今のは
They've
違うん
taken
だよ。
away our save
そう
bud.
別の話をしていたの。
Don't worry, Akira. We'll find an antidote soon enough. Easy
全く希望を
peasy.
見出せないわ。どうせ
I
私
don't
は
like this. I
こ
don't
のま
like
ま死ぬこと
this.
になるのよ。
Akira seems desperate, but no wonder. Anyway, there's no time to slack off. I have to find that antidote or maybe look for a different treatment. We may have to... Riel, Neneko, is there any other way to treat the bite of a
すで
black
に蛇に
mamba?
噛まれてしまったのなら、血清治療が第一選択だと思うわ。せめて私がスネークバイトキットでも持っていればよかったんだけど、まさかこの孤島に毒蛇がいるなんて考えてもいなかったから。
あまりいい手じゃないけど、
Yeah, okay.
一応血を吸い出すという手もある。
医者の立場からだと、それはあまり
Yeah, I don't
推
think
奨
that's
でき
gonna
ない
be
わね。
real good in this
吸い
situation.
出した人間が毒に
Yeah,
汚染さ
they
れ
would
る可能
also
性
get
がある
poisoned.
上に、
タンパク凝固作用がある単人酸を使え
Tonic
ば
acid.
一応毒の中和が可能。
Tannic acid. Tannic acid. What contains a lot of tannic acid? Sour persimmons, tea. It's wine because tannids are like a fruit thing, right? I'm gonna go like I can't do it. Wine.
確かにワインならすぐに手に入る。
Hey Jacob!
この部屋のすぐ近くに
Tell us which one has the most tannic acid.
ワインならそこにいくらでもあったはずだわ。
Rio, could you bring me a wine with lots of tannins in it? Neneko should know a thing or two about
わかったわ
wine.
仕方ない。立ってくる。
Just hold on, Akira. Things appear to be turning
好
around.
転に向かっているというより 同じところをぐるぐる回ってるだけな気
You're
が
just
する
having
け
the
ど
high of your life right now, no biggie. Don't worry, I'm gonna save your life. This may be hard to believe, but luck is always on my side. You can trust
ラッ
me.
キーマンの割にはつい最近
Your luck
身近で
stinks.
丸焦げになってた人がいたような気がするけど
Well, good luck. Good luck for one is bad luck for the
随
other.
分と当てにならないラッキーマン
Yeah, I don't
お
know.
待たせ。ワインを持ってきたわ。
All right, wine. That was quick. This wine is. I first looked at the wines made to
単
Cabernet
に多めな
Sauvignon.
品種のカベルネ・ソーヴィニオン使ってるワイン探したけど見当たらなかったんで
Yeah,
手近
yeah.
にあったこの
Was thinking that might come
コンテ
back.
にした
The single bottle of wine costs more than $10,000, but screw it. Now's not the time to be fussy about prices.
ワインオープナ
Oh,
ー忘れ
good,
た
good, good. No problem. Check this out, Neneko. This is how you open a wine bottle, Sinikata style.
うわー
All right.
自分で持ってきてなんだけど貴重なロマネが
Now that it's open, I take some of the wine into my mouth. I immediately suck some blood out of Akira's ankle, rinse my mouth with the wine, and spit it out. Are you okay? I think I was able to suck out some of the venom.
嫌味を言いたいところだけど
She's
あ
into
り
it
が
now.
とう
This girl's into ankle play. Let's go. That's surprisingly honest hearing Akira say that. She might actually be a good kid after all. There's still some wine left, so I'll pour it onto the bite. Yeah, that probably sucks.
次は結成ね。
Right, the antidote. We have to find it as quickly as possible. Where would it likely be? Not an easy question to answer. Hello, it's me, interrupting my own video because I'm editing out a huge chunk of this segment for time reasons because I flubbed it up a couple of times and it doesn't present very well as a visual novel because I had to skip through a lot of dialogue because it's a timed sequence. But the rough summary is that we needed to create an antidote and we were told somebody on the island has an antidote on them. And so you spend a lot of time going back and forth between trying to get into Sir Raymond's study and going to the dining hall to talk to Jacob. You run into Alex, who tells you that the emergency exits have also been locked down and that he can't find any of the staff around. So all of that's kind of weird. So the eventual solution that we come up with is the fact that Sen has been bitten by black mambas at least 3 times, and we get the idea that we can just create an antidote like that. So we basically give her a we basically give Akira a blood transfusion from Sen in order to solve the problem. And it took me 25 minutes of selecting the same 3 options to finally arrive at that, and I was a little frustrated with the whole thing, so we're just kind of explaining it here and then jumping right back in now. That was a close call. The blood transfusion was a success, and Akira appears to be out
ど
of
う？
danger.
アキラちゃん。気分は問題ない？
相変わらず足は痛いけどしびれは収まってきたみたい
どうやら池田さんの血が効いてるみたいね。本当によかった。
私の体の中に汚れた血がなんて嫌味を言いたいところだけど
I appreciate your
今回
appreciation.
は本当にありがとう
To be honest, I'm kind of used to being chastised. Anyway, I'm happy you're feeling better.
ご無事でしたか？
Giselle, you're back! How weird that you're just now arriving back on the scene. Did you manage to find any mansion
すいま
staff?
せん。屋敷中のどこを
Why?
探し
Did
て
you
も
throw snakes
使
at
用
them
人の
too?
姿はありませんでした。
I see. That's weird. Anyway, I'm glad this is over.
いたたたた
もう少し横になっていた方がいいと思うけど。
もう大丈夫よご心配なくところでちょっとみんなこの場所から席を外してもらえるかしら
Sure thing.
この場所には池田とネネコだけが残って
Feel like talking now?
お嬢様。
大丈夫ジゼル みんなと一緒に外にいてちょうだい。
And don't throw any snakes. But then, you know, also the room's no longer soundproof because the door is
かしこま
broken.
りました。
After everybody has left, Akira sighs deeply and leans against the wall.
まだちょっと体がだるいから、悪いけど壁にもたれかけさせてもらうけど、
Of course, that's
あなた
fine.
この島のこといろいろと知りたがっていたわよ
Bet your
ね。
ass I do.
いいわ、私の知ってることを全部話してあげる。
All right. Are you sure? You might be targeted again by people from the mansion.
私は人に脅されて黙るような真似は大嫌いなの。
Yeah, it's very clear someone was
それね。
trying to silence her
あなた
specifically.
には命を助けてもらった恩もあること
All
だ
right,
しね。
let's give me the deets. Besides, I owe you my life, don't
ね
I?
え、人の行為は素直に受け取りなさいよ。私の気が変わらないうちにね。
This game does make really good use of its CGs, along with them just being animated. They always pick really good angles for the characters to be viewed from. You don't really see these angles in visual novels very often. All right then, tell me what you know. What's the secret of
端
Shironagasu
的に
Island?
言うと、この白長ス島で行われていたのは違法な売春行為よ。
Uh-huh. That's not where I expected this story to be going. Prostitution? On a solitary island in the middle of nowhere? That's rather unusual. And really on the nose for this point in time. What made it illegal? Were there minors
え
involved?
え、確かに子供の売春行為も行われていたようだ
When
け
did
ど、
this game release again?
それよりも正確には人身売買と言った方がいいかもしれないわね。ここではよほどにひどい行為が行われていたって聞いているわ。
Such
こ
as...
この女の子はそのランクに応じて色付きのリボンを
Oh
まとめ
no!
それによって扱いが決まっていたらしいわ。
Aurora! Aurora's got a blue ribbon and that means something real bad!
赤色、黄色、
Oh,
青色の
jeez.
3色リボン。特に赤いリボンの子は殺してもいい許可が
Oh, God.
与えられていたそうよ。実際サディスティックなやつに殺された子が何人もいたらしいわ。
That's terrible. I have a few questions. If illegal prostitution was really taking place here, where did all the girls disappear to?
さあ、誰かが秘密を漏らしたみたいだし、店じまいしたんじゃないの？どこかに連れ出したか、それともどこかに隠しているのか。
I wonder if that's what happened to them. I have a bad feeling about this. Come to think of it, Jacob told me that there were fewer people than usual in the mansion. Maybe he was talking about the girls? I wonder where they
こ
are.
の島の中だと隠れられる場所もなさそうよね。まあ、どっかに秘密の洞窟でもあるんじゃな
Say,
い？
hey, what were those other ribbon colors for? Can we go back to that? Because I know it's going to be real awful when we find out what happened to Aurora. A secret cave, huh? But why do you know all this? This isn't something you could easily discover. Did you hear about it from your
あ
father?
の男のことを持ち出すのはやめて。この話はあの男のご友人とやらが私に話してくれたのよ。酔ってたせいか随分と饒舌で楽しげだったわね。まるで私の反応を楽しむかのようにえげつない行為を永遠と喋り続けていたわ。
Gross! There are all kinds of scumbags in the world. He might have really enjoyed watching your
私も
reactions.
その男の意図が分かっていたからなるべく無反応を装ったけど、その男が語ってたのは誰かが行ったっていうひどい拷問の話だったけ
Jesus!
ど、もしかするとその男自身の話だったのかもしれないわね。妙に細かい部分まで
Just telling a
詳し
little
く語っ
girl
ていたから。
casually about all the weird illegal prostitution and death things you do on a secret island. That's cool. Could you tell me more about his
いいけど
background?
あまり意味はないと思うわよ。その男は古くからの名門の家の次男とかでどこかの会社の CEO に収まっているっていう成金趣味のどぎついやつだったわ。でもおしゃべりすぎなのがたまに傷だったのでしょうね。
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
その
He disappeared on this
詳
island.
細は知らないけど、この島で突然発狂して姿をくらましたとか、まあ大方 体のいい形で殺されたんでしょう。屋敷側にとってはそいつは絶対に許されない裏切り者だったんでしょうし。
I mean, if that's like what being the traitor is, if being the traitor is like knowing what everybody's up to and running your mouth, I guess she might be the traitor. Could this be the man Jacob mentioned? I see. It's no surprise that he was liquidated. Or liquefied. However, this man is no commoner. That means these people are willing to kill anyone. Prostitution, torture, are those the only secrets of this
ま
island?
だ何かあるっていうの？あまり想像したくないわね。でも私が聞いたのはそのくらいよ。
It should be relatively easy to keep those secrets on this island isolated. I just can't understand why they would build all of these buildings
そう
here.
かしら。それだけでも十分な
Yeah,
理
I'd
由になる
say
と思うけど。
that's solid reasoning. In business as well as life, you don't get something for nothing. I don't know how much money prostitution and human trafficking made them, but they took considerable risks for it. If they were exposed, they would all be arrested, and then nothing would happen. Besides, Sir Raymond was not someone who struggled financially. Something about this just doesn't feel right. There's definitely something more going on here. I almost forgot about this. Akira, have you ever seen this IC card before?
カード？隔離区画ね。随分と物騒な感じのカードね。確かに似たようなものは見たことがあるような気がするけど、私が見たのは色が違っていたように思うわ。確か赤色のカードだったと思うけど。
Yep, that was Thomas's card. Red? Neneko, could you give me the other card?
それわざわざ見せる必要
Now
あ
is
る
not the
か
time to be
な。
difficult. Neneko reluctantly takes out the card wrapped in a bundle of tissues.
何よ、持ってるんじゃない。そのカードよ。私あの男が持っていたのを一度見たことがあるの。ねえ、そのカード随分とすすけてるみた
I
いだけど。
think you know.
もし
This was Thomas's card. Do you know where and how I can use
さあ
it?
ね、私の方が知りたいくらいだけど。でもその隔離区画とやらを開けるのに使うんでしょ。
I'm glad you put that one
どこ
together.
にあるのかは知らないけどね。
God damn. Somebody get her an investigator's license. Quarantine
そ
zone,
んなも
huh?
のどこにあるのかしらね。まあ別に見たくもないけど。
Come on, Akira. You promised me you would tell me what I need to know. Why did you come to this island?
まあいいわ。なら話してあげる。
Akira sighs deeply and begins to
端
talk.
的に言えば確かめたかったのよ。あの男、私の父はロボットのような血も涙もない冷血で無慈悲な男だったけど、正直言って売春を利用するような柄じゃなかったわ。まあ人には隠された二面性があるとも言うし、実際にそういった面があったのかもしれないけど、ともかく私はそれを自分の目で確かめたかった。そしてもしも何か別の事実があったのなら。
You might forgive your father. Is that what you're thinking?
許すつもりなんてないわよ。あの男が私のママにした仕打ちはとても許されることじゃないもの。ママが死にそうだっていう時も、あの男は常に自分の家のことしか考えていなかった。仕事や付き合いを優先して病院に姿を現すことすら稀だった。もしかすると私はあの男を本当に恨む、その確信を得たかったのかもしれないわ。ここでその真実をつかめれば、私は何の気兼ねもなくあの男を地獄に送り出せる。私は嫌だったのよ。何かを隠されたままなのがね。ただそれだけよ。もうこれで私が知っていることは全部よ。ただ私も伝聞で島の話を聞いただけだし、実態まではよくわからないわ。
That's more than sufficient. Thank you for your help, Akira. Something is definitely fishy here. It seems like I really have to watch my back around the servants from now on. Was Thomas killed by someone from the mansion? Is Sir Raymond the mastermind behind all of this? No, something just doesn't add up. At any rate, there's no turning back. I just gotta do what I can.
さあ、これでもういいでしょ。私にできることはこれくらいよ。あなたはさっさとこの問題を解決して、ちゃんと私たちを守りなさい。
I can't guarantee anything, but I'll do my
頼り
best.
ないわね。まあいいわ。
They call me all unreliable.
ところでねねこ。そんな長い髪で顔を隠しているのだから、どんな醜い顔をしているのかと思ったけど、あなた、可愛い顔をしているのね。
Ain't that cute?
ただし、あなたちょっと臭いわよ。ちゃんとお風呂に入ってるの？綺麗な顔や髪をしていても、それじゃあ台無しだわ。
Get this girl to a bathroom.
後で私の部屋に来なさい。レディーの身だしなみとい
I
うものを
will
教
show
え
you
てあ
how
げ
to
る
take a
わ。
shower.
えんええんええんええええ
It looks like Neneko is trying to decline Akira's offer, but she stutters so much that no one can understand what she's saying. Well, she does smell a bit. Plus, it might be good to let Akira give her give her a hint of femininity, as she doesn't appear to have any to begin with. As I'm thinking that, we leave the communications room after many twists and turns.
待たせたわね、ジゼル。終わったわ。
お嬢様、この度の一件
We're gonna have a talk later,
大変申し
Giselle.
訳ありません
We
で
need
し
to
た。
have a discussion.
私が扉の前を離れなければ、このような事態になることもなかったはずです。
Me, some servants. We're gonna be having a talk with a lot of people.
別にいいわよ。一応こうやって生きてるんだから。
Because even though we got brief
でも
glimpses
次からは気をつけなさい。
of things people were saying during that little rescue sequence, I know that there's definitely enough weirdness going on with a few of these people that are milling about that they need to be talked
きっと
to.
まだどこかに殺人犯は潜んでいるんでしょうしね。いったたた。
大丈夫ですか、お嬢様。痛いようでしたら肩を貸しますが。
無用よ、ジゼル。これくらいの痛みなら歩けるわ。それじゃあね、探偵さん。
Oh,
ね
she
ねこは
see?
また後でね。
See how the tone of her voice changed when referring to him by his name or by his title? It was much nicer, less sarcastic. Despite the pain in her leg, Akira still tries to walk to the guest room building, hunched over and with a strange gait. You'll be fine. It's just soap and water. What the heck? Don't surprise me like that. What's with the sudden scream?
低層のケキだ。
It'll be fine. I don't know that she swings that way.
このままではアキラに凌辱される。
Oh, you were thinking about Akira. Hey, don't worry. She's just gonna douse you with perfume and bring out your cute and fluffy side.
それだけで十分死ねる。僕の精神はリア充ほどには強固ではないのだ。
You'll be fine. Oh, really? Well, good luck and try to enjoy yourself.
助けろ、池田。お前、僕のパートナーだろ。助けて。このままだと死んでしまう。
I drag Neneko, who's clinging to me, to the guest room building. Huh? Aurora! What are you doing here? You'll catch a cold.
池田さん。
How you doing,
ごめんなさい。
kiddo? You're not doing good.
私、嘘ついてたの。
Huh?
本当はすごく怖かったの。でも、私が怖がると、みんなはもっと不安になっちゃうから。だから私は。
Oh, you mean about Thomas? Don't worry about it. Anyone would be scared after seeing that. No one's gonna laugh at you or anything. Aurora's usual carefree cheerfulness had disappeared and she looked exhausted. I suppose it's to be expected. Anyone would be thrown off by running into a murder on this lonely island in the middle of the ocean, let alone a young girl like Aurora. Hey, Aurora, remember what I said before? It's okay to cry. No one expects you to force yourself to act okay all the time. Let the grown-ups like me do the worrying. Don't push yourself so hard.
ありがとう、池田さん。うん、大丈夫。もう平気だから。池田さん、気をつけてね。私ができることは少ないけど、それでも池田さんならきっと。
Leave it to me. I'll handle this in no time.
私、最後までうまくやれたのかしら。
Huh?
ううん、なんでもないの。池田さん、頑張ってね。じゃあ、またね。
Yeah. See you later, kiddo. Aurora's smile seems as stiff as she leaves. I'm worried she's still pushing herself too hard. Maybe we should have another talk later when there's time. I only just noticed, but Neneko is clinging to me, repeating something I don't quite understand over and over again. Once again, I drag Neneko down the corridor.
あら、どうも、池田さん。さっきはお手柄だったわね。
Couldn't have done it without you, babe.
でねこちゃん、どうしたの？
She's gonna get clean, and she's very scared about it. Oh, don't mind her. What are you two doing here?
それがどうもこの空き部屋から妙な匂いがするような気がして。
A strange smell. From this room, huh? I lean toward the door of room 105, situated at the far right, and take a whiff. Although it's an old floor, it is almost airtight, so it should contain most smells. However, when I press my nose against a keyhole, I can smell a strong stench wafting toward me. It smells really bad. It smells like blood and rotten meat.
どうする？屋敷の人に言って開けさせてみる？
Oh boy. We can't trust them anymore. Besides, Giselle also said that we couldn't find any of them. It's okay. I can pick locks like this one in my sleep. This door has a warded lock, just like the other doors in the building. The security awareness of this place is rather low, but it's not so surprising considering that we're in the middle of an ocean. I begin to pick the lock with my trusty lockpick. Warded locks are not very complex. All you have to do is rotate the lockpick while avoiding obstacles on the inside. It takes me less than 30 seconds to pick the lock.
あら、もしかしてもう開いたの？すごいわ。その技術があれば泥棒に入り放題ね。
確かに。この技術を使って悪いこととかして
I
るん
don't
じゃない
want to hear
で
about
しょうね。
nefarious deeds from you. I've got my eye on you. Can you stop mocking me already? At least show me some gratitude. I try to ignore them and open the door. And that is where we're going to stop things for now, because this one's running a bit long, and I got a feeling that this story is showing absolutely no signs of slowing down. I thought we were kind of reaching like a chapter break there after the whole snake thing, but I kind of got a feeling that things are going to be rushing full bore ahead. So in the interest of kind of saving all of our stamina and letting us get on with the rest of our day, we'll go ahead and stop things for now. But man, things are a-going. I don't think I need to recap anything there. And it's things on this island. I mean, the prostitution angle, it had obviously crossed my mind because of obvious recent events. But wow, it's just so on the nose that it's kind of crazy. But I still think there's some human experimentation shit going on here. And it sounds like, you know, just being allowed to kill girls if you want. That's a thing that can happen too. I'm sure we're going to find out the rest, and that's all going to be real nice and fucked up. But that's where we're going to set things for now. So thank you as always for stopping by, and I hope you have a nice rest of your whatever, wherever you are, and we will catch you next time. And once again, sorry about the way that we kind of had to run through that last part. of the snake sequence, because I just wasn't sure how generous that timer was going to be, or like what I was doing that continued to, you know, advance the plot. But I don't know that we missed a whole lot there, and if we did, you know, I'll recap it at the start of the next episode. So we'll catch you next time. Bye.